In today's video, we're looking at the Pocket 3, my first impressions, and so much more. If that sounds interesting to you, I'm Dave from TVR Creators. I make weekly content on the best cameras for creators or people who just want their next camera. If that sounds interesting to you, give it a like and subscribe. So the DJI Pocket 3 is an absolute game changer in the sense of content creation, taking videos and photos as well. But mainly this is mainly a blogger's camera, a creator's camera, or someone that just wants to be really creative with video. What I love about this is you flip the screen and it turns on. What's the little top? Oh, look at that! Oh, I love it. As you can see now, it's focusing on you. Look, you can just see that. I'm trying to see what it does there. And it's absolutely brilliant. I love the fact you can just flip it off and it turns off. If you actually press continue as it goes off, it will actually stay in what sort of selfie mode or shorts mode, if you want to call it that. And what's really cool about this, you can take video in both horizontal or vertical, depending, or vertical or horizontal, depending on what sort of video you want. So if you want a short, you can go into sort of that mode. And you can take some really nice shorts. The short is actually on the same day as last week, but the same day as the day I'm filming, if that makes any sense, is actually from this camera. And I was sort of testing this sort of, the camera, the gimbal on the top. Now, my favorite feature about this camera is the gimbal. Look at this. So if you just turn it on just for a second, I love the fact that it just follows you around, and you can turn it off if you want. You can actually use the little joystick on the back to position it how you want. But I love the fact that, you know, if you see this now, it sort of follows the camera around. I might even use this as a little motion there. I might even use that as a little demo. So as you can see there, it's following the camera around. I love that. That's brilliant. I absolutely love this. And you can film in HD and in 4K. You can set up different modes, which are really cool. And if you're getting value, why not buy us a coffee, which supports everything we do here on the channel. I just need a little value. There we go. So the DJI Pocket 3 is an absolute brilliant camera. What I love about this actually, it has lots of little internal microphones, little holes on the side and on the front there of the microphone. So when you're recording with this camera, ensure that you're not covering those microphones or you will have really distorted sound. I love the fact it's a touch screen. You can play with all the shutter speed and ISO if you want, or you can just do what I like to do, put it into auto mode, let the camera do all the heavy lifting for you. But I love the fact it has this really nice gimbal. Now, if you get the Creators combo, I will show you in a minute some of the things that it comes with. But you can actually buy the camera on its own, literally just like this. So what's really cool about this, you can get it for about £350, £400 or dollars, which is fantastic for the picture quality that this camera produces. It's a really nice camera, absolutely love it, and it produces really nice video, which you'll see throughout the video, and I will do some nice little B-rolls for you. But what I love about this is it's agile. You've got a nice record button on the back, the little joypad, so you can actually position the gimbal, the lens, how you so wish, and you can play. It has lots of different modes on it as well, which is really cool, really light to hold. Little power tips. As I say with all cameras, turn off the camera when you're not using it. Don't put your fingers over the microphone. A little thing I've discovered actually, if you're old like me and you've got a rubbish phone, the app that comes with this camera doesn't work on older phones. It's something I learned the hard way. So I actually I had to use my granddad's phone, who, believe it or not, has a better phone than me, to download the app, and just you've got to activate the camera just with a little code. It's easy enough to do. You literally just download the app. It will literally tell you. You'll get about 10 swipes to use the camera, and then you have to activate the camera, and then you just activate it. You scan the little barcode on the screen with your phone. It takes you straight to the app. It downloads it. And then you just go through, you know, you just say your name, you give it the code it's giving you, and that's literally it. But because I've got an old phone, for a minute I was like, oh my goodness, how am I going to use this camera? So that's a little thing that was a little bit annoying. Now, there is some people that mentioned about overheating. I haven't learned that yet. I've only done a bit of video with it. I have discovered it's just get a little bit warm, but I don't think it affects the camera at all. You know, unless you plan to leave it on record for hours, which I don't think any camera would be able to do unless you was plugged in. So if you're just doing blogging, stuff like that, if you're outside especially, I can't imagine overheating would be a problem. But I love the fact it does record in HD and 4K. It records up to 120 frames per second, which is really nice. But yeah, put in the comments below what you think of this camera. I love the fact that it sort of moves around and you can see all the different positions. I just love the gimbal. It's my favourite feature. It just reminds me of like a little alien on sort of on some sort of film. I just absolutely love it. And I love the fact you turn it off, it just goes back into mode. Another little power tip actually, just be very cautious with the gimbal because it is quite delicate. And if you get the Creators combo, it's about sort of 500-ish, and I'll show you what comes with that. So if you get the creators combo, you get what I like to call the wash bag, which is basically just a little nice camera from DJI, which is really nice. If you're interested in this camera or the combo with the camera, I will leave links in the description, so check them out after the video. If you're getting value so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm struggling to talk today, so bear with me. What I love about this actually, with the creators combo, you get a really nice microphone. What's really cool about this is you turn it on, and when it shows a little blue light, that basically means it's Bluetoothed to the camera, and then you can use it. Now, it does have some really nice internal microphones, which is perfectly fine if you're getting started. But if you just want even better audio, or perhaps you're sticking the camera on its little tripod, which I'll show you in a second, that basically means you'll be able to go further away from the camera and get some really nice audio with this wireless microphone, something I will showcase in a video at some point. Now, I absolutely love this. You can sort of clip it on, it's like a little lapel mic, or it actually has a little magnet that you can stick underneath whatever you're wearing, and it will connect that way. And it also has some little gadgets like a wind break, whatever you call it, wind foam, and you literally just pin it in the top. It just clicks in the top, and that stops, especially if it's a little bit, even if it's just slightly windy, that will improve your audio even more. And especially if it's really windy, that's something you might want to definitely think about. What I like about this is it adds that level of audio quality to your video, which makes the DJI Pocket 3 an absolutely fantastic overall camera. And that's not all that comes with it. So it comes with a little grip holder which you can store the camera in, which is around the studio somewhere, and it basically just goes into the camera. And in my last video I made, I was all over the place, but if you literally just stick it on, it just protects it if it's in your pocket or in a bag, and if you can't bother to put it away, you know, if you're out blogging and you don't want to put everything away. And what else comes with this then? So it does come with a little tripod, which is really cool, and I would recommend sort of putting it all the way up, and then you could attach using one of the little bits at the bottom. Let's just showcase this for you now. So I've got this little extender. This is actually also extends the wireless capabilities of the microphone, I believe. Let's see, it just clicks on, little power tip. Make sure that both side clips are connected because you don't want the camera breaking. And then using the little turn jack on the bottom like you would with a normal tripod, I recommend you just turn it in like so. Let's just keep it like this. And then there you'll see, look at that, and it just goes in. I position it sort of like that, and then you would stick it on an object. I'll probably get some B-roll in there for you, and it just sits on top of there like that and just produces, you know, gives it nice stability. And what I love about this feature, actually, you could put this, I would recommend it on the floor or somewhere really stable, because for the price of the camera you don't want to break it, so don't leave it, you know, in a windy place or somewhere where it might fall over or get knocked. But if you just put it on the floor, say, and then put it in, you know, just turn it on, press record, you could walk past the camera and the gimbal will follow you and all this sort of mode. If you put it into slow mode, it does have slow, medium and fast mode. My director was just reminding me of these features, and if you just do that, hello if you just do that, I highly recommend. And then the gimbal will do all the heavy lifting for you. So it'd be like you've got a cameraman, it'll follow you through a wood or wherever you are. Hello. My director to say, come on, hurry up. But this just adds this other level to this. Would I recommend the Creators Combo? I'm so glad I got it. It just adds that extra level of creativity to the camera, allowing you lots of different features, and, you know, gives you more options. And also you can add to the camera, instead of the small connector you saw, you can actually use a slightly longer one, and this is actually an extended battery. So if you're out blogging all day, or you're not sure when you're going to get home or back to your hotel, this gives an extra life to the battery, to the camera, making the camera last even longer. Now, is it waterproof? No, but does that matter? You know, if you're planning to jump in water and stuff like that, you would probably go for a different camera, wouldn't you? Like the GoPro, for example, which we have one right here. So if you want something waterproof, diving underwater, I would go with a GoPro. But if you're just doing blogging, outdoor recording, filming YouTube videos, filming the family, going on holiday, this has all the features that you could ever want from a camera and produces really nice video. Now, one of the many things I love about this camera is not only can you record in HD and 4K and film like normal video with this, you can do videos like I'm doing now, the fact you can easily do shorts, you can transfer all your video through the app straight to social if you so wish, or edit on a tablet or phone. It has all these different features which are so user friendly. making this camera great. Now the SD card is on the side, so that's how I knew straight away it wasn't waterproof. I would just recommend just don't get it too close to sand with any electrical gadget. Don't throw it in the river anytime soon. But as long as you're careful, only thing I would say is just be careful with this camera. If you're very heavy-handed or clumsy, just be extra cautious, because even though the build quality is fine, it's a very nice build quality, but I can't help thinking it wouldn't be difficult to break the gimbal. What else comes with this then? So in the bag you'll get all the different charge cables, all different compartments to put the different parts of the camera. And I just absolutely love this, and I love the fact you can just turn it on, press record, and off you go. This is an absolute brilliant all-round camera. Now if you're getting value from the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Why not buy us a coffee, which supports everything we do here on the channel. I'm Dave from TVR Creators. Absolute value, and in a moment I'm going to leave you 2 end cards that are going to bring you even more value. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to ask your questions and check out the link if you would like to buy this camera. I'll tell you what, I'll see you next video. Why? Well, my director just whispered across the studio that all you guys obviously rock.